Okay, folks, I have the pleasure of talking to one of the title fights on the March 5th card of the Bay Area Challenge. We'll have two super tough females go at it for the IKF featherweight title. She has an amateur Muay Thai fight record of 9-1, fights out of Elite Muay Thai in San Luis Obispo. Her name is Jules Perez. Jules, how are you? Thanks for coming on the show.
I am marvelous. How are you?
Great. Again, sorry to get you so late here. I know you probably have a grueling workout program here, and it's time for you to go to bed just so you can do it all over again tomorrow.
Always.
Yeah. So tell me, Jules, where does that nickname come from?
Honestly, my friends, just when I used to play soccer, I think just everybody got tired of saying Julia, Julia, Julia. So they just said Jules for short, and it just became kind of catchy. And then other people, my friends, started calling me that. And when I would just introduce myself, I just said my name is Jules. So I don't know. I think it was just something that was a little bit more catchy. So, at work, obviously they called me Julia, but even my boss called me Jules. And then my family, they call me Julia.
And I'm checking out your record, 9-1. That's super impressive. Have you always been doing Muay Thai, or did it start with something else, like karate? A lot of times I talk to people, and their Muay Thai has stemmed from a previous martial art. Tell me a little bit how you got into it.
I started, doing karate, and that's how I got into it. And before karate, I just went to a martial arts gym, and I wanted to do something fun for the summer, and they had a cardio kickboxing class. So I just wanted to do something, keep myself fit over the summer. So I did the cardio kickboxing class, and the sensei there, he said, man, you can really kick. Maybe you should take some, karate lessons. So I just started doing karate, and then I got into point sparring tournaments in karate. But then I just really wanted something a little bit more challenging and a little bit more of aggressive style. And so I was just Googling around looking for, I wasn't really familiar with Muay Thai, and I just Googled it, and I just saw this place in Slow nearby. So I just went in one day, and it's the end of the story. It's where it all started.
Okay, so at what point did you know this was for me? And you got a taste of the full contact? You started off with point sparring and wanted to take it further. At what point did you want to say, hey, I need something with a little more? When did you get that?
I think just because where I did karate for 3 years, and I just got to a point where I really felt like I wasn't learning any more than what I had already learned. I'm not sure if it was, the gym I was at or the instructor, but I feel like I wasn't challenged, and I wasn't, training to my full potential. It's when first class I went to, and Crew Albert was there, I just went in on a Saturday. That's usually the smaller classes. And when I stepped on the mat and I started training, I felt like I had never stepped into a martial arts gym before. I felt like everything was just so new and different, and he was correcting and critiquing everything that I was doing. And so I walked out there, I was like, wow, I have never done martial arts before.
Wow.
It was just it was just so different. It definitely wasn't discouraging, but I think that was one of my most favorite times when I did karate, is when I was a white belt, when I didn't know anything. And it was just, just going in fresh, soaking everything in. And then I think that's what really drew me to it, is because it was something so completely different and challenging, and something I've never done. And I think that I get really excited when I see a challenge. And so I think that's just what really just took me in there.
Right. What I noticed here is you mentioned Slow, and then everything was San Luis Obispo, that is. Were you originally from there? You're born and raised?
Yes, I'm from San Luis Obispo County. My hometown is Atascadero, which is just about 20 minutes north. But yeah, I've lived here my whole life and been in San Luis Obispo, my whole life.
And how long have you been doing Muay Thai?
I've been doing Muay Thai. It'll be 4 years in June. Yeah, that I've been doing Muay Thai.
How would you describe your relationship with Crew Albert?
Oh, Crew. He's more than, just an instructor to me. I look at him almost like a father figure.
Yes.
He's there to train me, but at the same time, he offers so much guidance and insight into other areas of my life. And, we'll sit there and we'll just laugh and talk like we're friends. We may get upset with each other too every once in a while, like family does, but we love each other. I love him.
Awesome. What do you do for work, and what do you do outside of Muay Thai? Do you have any passions or hobbies?
Well, for work, I work at Cal Poly State University. I am an accounting specialist, so really exciting stuff, I know. I'm in front of the computer. I'm in front of the computer all day, which, is totally out of my element, but I guess based on like what I do outside of work, it's a good balance. I do billing for Cal Poly's auxiliary organization, and I also audit all travel claims that, when professors or students travel on behalf of the corporation, I audit all of their expenses and make sure that they're in accordance with policy and blah, 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 blah. Right. So a lot of fun stuff there. And outside of work and Muay Thai, I love hiking. I used to be a real avid soccer player. I used to play competitive club soccer and varsity. But once I started Muay Thai, I just, ended all of that to focus all my energy on this. Yeah.
That's awesome. The reason why I asked that is because I'm looking at your record, 9-1. You're on a mission. You're at the top of the food chain in the amateur scene. Do you have any plans to go pro?
Well, that's my mission. My mission is to go pro. I mean, it's like, but it's further you get along. I mean, the more pressure is on you. I mean, it's one thing starting off with a clean slate and not having anything and then accumulating stuff, but then to actually, start reaching the top and then trying to keep it and maintain it and even go further, that's when it becomes even harder.
So
no, go
ahead.
Oh yeah. That's my mission is, to go pro, take it as far as I can.
At what point do you see yourself ready to go pro?
I honestly, I don't know at what point is the time to go pro, just because, I haven't really been in the game that long. And, I leave that to my coaches when they think I'm ready, because they would know better than me and they have a better judgment than, I do of myself and how others see me and how they feel I will do.
Yes, ma'am. Good answer. Leave it to your coaches. Yeah.
Yeah. My job is just to, train hard. That's all I'm focused on, is just training hard and pushing myself 100% every single time.
Right. And how many belts do you have right now?
3.
3 belts. Nice. Right. And you're looking to add a 4th on March 5th at the Bay Area Challenge.
Yes.
Do you know anything about your opponent? Joyce Hernandez. She just actually won a title last October, I believe. Do you know anything about her?
I don't know anything about her. I mean, we've tried just myself just looking at YouTube videos, and I've only seen like one. It looked like it was one of her first fights, but so I don't have much to go off of her. So I'm really just drilling my game and my strength right now.
Right. So that was my next question was, how are you preparing for this fight? What do you usually fight at? I know we came an agreed weight. What is your comfortable fight weight?
I initially started at 125 and then went down to 123, even 120. So I think, where we're at right now, 122, around there, that's comfortable for me.
Yeah. Have you already started cutting that weight?
Oh, yeah.
How's that going for you?
It's picking up. It was a little slow to start just because I did so much lifting in the off season, probably more than I needed to be doing. But so I'm definitely paying for that right now. But it's on schedule, just not as fast as it has been in the past.
So how often do you fight? I know you said you're kind of new to the game, but that record, I mean, still jumps out at me, 9-1. How many times do you fight per year, would you say?
I was fighting I think 4 times a year, but what had slowed me down was my title fight for IFS. It was last January where I broke my foot. I fractured my second metatarsal, which put me in a boot for 5 months. Yeah, so that's what really slowed me down. So I was only able to fight 2 times last year.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're pretty much all healed up and ready to go.
Oh yeah, for sure. Mm-hmm.
Well, tell us, is there anything that you'd like to throw out there? Give a shout out to somebody, maybe sponsors, or thank anybody?
Definitely. My sponsor, Ryan Joyner from Athlon Elite. he keeps me on top of my game and keeps me at my top fitness level, and, you know, coaches me on eating, and actually even just like spiritually, you know, he's a great mentor and a great friend. And he was actually one of Crew Albert's champions too. So it's awesome to, you know, work with somebody who actually also fought for Crew Albert. And
Right.
then he actually is, yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he understands the fight game. And then, I mean, he has a master's in kinesiology, and he has his own business and is a personal trainer. So he is everything to me.
Oh, wow. You got a little
right.
shop there. Yeah.
Yeah, he's amazing. And obviously, you know, Crew Albert, for all that he's done for me and getting me out there and believing in me so much. And my boxing coach, Mario Reyes, and, you know, been working with him a lot lately, and I think he's definitely pushing my game to the next level.
Awesome. So if people want to follow you and see your progress in your path to becoming a pro, how do people follow you? Do you have an Instagram or Facebook or Twitter that you want to put out there?
Yeah, definitely. My Facebook is just under Jules Marie Perez. And my Instagram is GIJules, G and then I, like, you know, your eyes, EYE, and then Jules.
Okay, great. Well,
you know, actually, I'm missing a shout out. I definitely have to give a shout out to my daughter, who is sitting across who is sitting across from me right now. She is my reason for everything. I'll just put it that much, you know. Had her at a very, very young age. And I think, you know, having her really propelled me to be a fighter in every aspect of my life. So I have to give a shout out to Emily.
That's your daughter's name?
Uh-huh.
Hi,
and
Emily.
she's a badass too.
Oh, yeah?
They say hi, Emily. Oh, yeah. She's a badass, and we're trying to get her into the game, but she's taking her time. She has her junior black belt, and she used to beat up all the boys. But
I love it.
But eventually she'll be beating up people again.
Yes, family of fighters. There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Jules, I really want to thank you for taking the time to wait for me. I know I kind of lagged on getting to you. Well, I appreciate you getting on the call with me, and I look forward to meeting you in person. Is Emily happen to be coming up?
She will not. She gets really nervous.
Yeah.
So it's funny. She gets really nervous. She's too nervous to watch me fight at this point, but I'm sure she will.
Okay. Well, I will see you on Saturday at the weigh-ins, and I look forward to meeting you in person.
And me as well. Thank you, sir.
Okay. I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Say hi to Crew Albert for me.
I sure will.